Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the regular session of the County Legislature for Wednesday, July 16th. Call the meeting to order at 5:15. And would you all please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right. Ms. Kimball, would you please conduct the roll call? Sure.
Mr. Castine?
Present.
Mr. Bazile?
Here.
Mr. Hall?
Here.
Mr. Henry?
Here.
Mr. Lemoyne?
Here.
Mr. Kretzer?
Here.
Mr. Perrier?
Here.
Mr. Randall?
Here.
Mr. Timmons?
Here.
And Ms. Waldron? Here.
Good, thank you very much. All legislators have received a copy of the minutes for our last meeting. I forgot the date. June 25th, for our June 25th meeting. If there are no corrections, deletions, I will accept the motion to accept the minutes. Motion by legislator Hall, second by legislator Bazile. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I will now recognize those in the audience that'd like to speak to the legislature and share their thoughts and concerns. Please raise your hand if you wish to be recognized and state your name and address when you get up to the podium for the record. So we have two folks that would like to, right? 1, 2, 3. We got 3 total? Okay. Who would like to go first? Go ahead.
Yeah, Jack Milo, 837. I'd rather not be here, folks, but anyway, this has to do with the raising of the tax assessments and what it's causing as far as bills that we have to pay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Clinton County Administrator Michael Zerlo highlighted the county's 2025 tentative budget, which features a lower tax levy for the 4th consecutive year and decreased tax rate. He emphasizes stability and efforts to keep the tax levy stable to prevent tax bill increases. And then we have legislator Robbie Timmons, chair of the Finance Committee, and expressed gratitude for the work resulting in the county adopting a budget which decreased the tax levy in 2024. When asking about the end result of higher taxes because of higher assessments, we were told by the assessor's office to go to see our politicians. I'm here. When we talk to our politicians, they say equalization will take care of the problem. It appears this is not true. One person we talked to said it's the old shell game. The taxpayers seem to be happy when it is advertised that the rate is down per thousand, but upon closer look, the taxes we pay still go up. The median assessment in the city of Plattsburgh, and I'm sure some of this has to do with the rest of the towns in the county, but the median assessment, and I looked this up, if I'm making a mistake, please feel free to correct me. The median assessment in Plattsburgh is now $291,000. The combined tax on that is $8,491 a year, roughly. School tax is $15.98 per thousand. City and county is $13.20 per thousand. Is that correct? Does that sound correct to you?
The county? No, the county's not anywhere near 13. I don't know if you've had something.
We got the city county. I got them together. There's $9 and something that's, I don't have the exact breakdown, but it's $9 and something. I don't know if that's the city, and the tax would be, the city tax would be the rest of it, right? The $3 and something, would that be correct?
Go ahead. What's that?
They should have been broken down on your tax bill.
Right.
Yeah, well, there was a thing, and I didn't bring it, but I didn't need to think that I would be.
Well, that's okay. I can tell you that the county's not 13, nor is it 9.
Okay, well, the total of the two that I found, and they gave it to me in the assessment office, the total of the two together was $13.20 per thousand. So anyway, basically what I'm getting at is the total anyway. A single person making $60,000 a year pays about $5,000 in federal income taxes, about $2,600 in state income tax, which brings the total taxes to around $16,000 a year, $16,090 roughly per year. So if you're making $16,000, $16,000 or $60,000, $16,000 of it's gone. And of course, there's also the 8% sales tax, which there's not much left after car payments, insurance payments, house payments, groceries. So for somebody making $60,000 a year in this city, you can't afford a house, you can't afford to buy one. And to cover increased taxes in counties across the state, landlords have to raise rents. As many landlords have said, then we are blamed by politicians for being greedy. The politicians are off the hook, when in fact they are one of the main causes for the increases. And when the tenants are not able to pay, many seek subsidized housing, and which in turn drives up our taxes again. And one only need look at New York City and Buffalo to see what that is. Recently, the city of Plattsburgh closed down the police substation on Margaret Street across from Hobie's. It was redundant, being that the city police were a quarter of a mile down the road and the substation was barely used for 4 or 5 years. The rental cost to the taxpayers was, according to my source, was around $36,000 per year. When anyone in this substation, in my observations, when anyone was in the substation, they were just staring out the window. CDPHP paid for a small part of it. The former mayor was supposed to get back to me with that price, but that's the last I ever saw of him. The Plattsburgh City School District was paying a large salary to an athletic director who did little work and was best known for giving ugly stares to students at high school basketball games. Finally, the full-time position was eliminated. My point is, how many other useless taxpayer-funded jobs and projects are there in our county? Will we receive an appropriate rate reduction? In 2022, I was paying $6,575.89 in taxes. And in 2025, I am paying $7,646.76. So is everyone else. I'm not the only one. Where's the money going? Will this body help to, seek to help the taxpayers in eliminating things we don't need? I don't know, but that's what I'm here for. I believe that you can see that my taxes increasing $1,100 in 36 months is kind of high, and I'm sure everyone else has to go along with that. But we've got things that we like to, reduce spending somewhere. I don't know where, but everybody has to pay this, and the assessment, it's more like the assessment keeps going up and it's going through the roof, and the rate that we're charging is, I'm going to have to also talk in front of the city, go down to City Hall, because they have something to do with this too. So this is the first time I've ever spoke in front of the county legislatures, and I'd like to thank you for your time. I hope you can do something for us, but if you're living on a fixed income and everybody's rate is going up this much, it's, as you can see, we're paying 16, if you weren't 60,000, you're paying 60,000 in tax right off the top, not counting 8% sales tax. There isn't a whole lot left. So I'd like to thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Mr. Chairman, I just looked it up quick. Out of that $13, approximately $3.97 was county.
Yeah, that's we discussed about $3 here. I didn't have the exact figure.
The rest is a city tax.
Right, and I have to speak before them. I have to speak before them also.
I got you.
And like I said, I'm new to this, so some of this, but I tried to make sure that this is all accurate information. I got a lot of it from the internet, but I do know my taxes are going up $1,100, and if the rate's going down, I don't know how that figures it. That's $1,000. That's over $1,000. And the reason I read what the other people were saying in the beginning of this was because they've indicated that they've kept the taxes down, when in fact the taxes you have to pay keep going up. And I'm sure you're all in the same boat yourself. I'm sure you're all paying additional taxes yourself. So I don't know what the answer is. I hope you can find out something, and I hope they can in the city also. So thank you very much for your time, folks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're next.
Good evening. My name is Jeffrey Barker, 4079 State Route 9, Plattsburgh, New York. Tonight I want to address the future use plans for the Clinton Community College property. I have read how the CCIDA has several proposals, none of which to me are viable. Their mission is to maximize buildable area, jobs, and revenue. I understand that. We already have enough of that as uncontrolled commercial and industrial growth in the large town of Plattsburgh, as an example. What I recommend is to retain a majority of the land for public use as a park with wooded and grassland area and walking paths. Save and sell the large former hotel to be used as condominiums for upscale owners that can support this historical landmark, which, with its priceless views, we use it as a landmark on the lake for navigation, also orientation. It's priceless. It could also be combined as a privately owned assisted living facility. I am now going to read to you what I emailed into the CCIDA, since there is no way of knowing if it was received or will be entered into the record and considered by them, which is also you folks, legislators. Here it is. This letter is to provide feedback and input to the 3 concepts concerning the former Clinton Community College campus property. Being aware of the limits and challenges facing Clinton County, I reject all 3 to include the numerous subparagraphs as unsubstantiated and overly optimistic plans that are not practical to be financially feasible and successful. The proposals are all full of optimistic buzzwords to convey acceptance and comfort when, in fact, the proposals are just not practical. Additionally, it puts the property in competition with other local operations such as farmers markets, museums, education centers, etc. Also, be aware of Lake Champlain. It can turn dangerous in a short time and is no place for tourists or the inexperienced boater. Further, there seems to be no regard to the future of the large building once known as a hotel and what is to become of that historically important structure. Perhaps returning it for such housing in partnership with the needs of New York City populace should be explored with the rail and bus transport available up here. The county and area is already tasked with carefully developing many other properties, such as the former county airport, industrial development properties, the former air base properties, and now a housing shortage. This could prove similar to Clinton County trying to make the little-used Plattsburgh Airport into a successful international airport. Here, the taxpayer has to pay for several unutilized airport buildings for airline growth that never materialized due to faulty decision-making. I urge the Clinton County legislators, all of you, to refrain from being excited and moving from vision to action, as I read the paper, until cool heads can evaluate all the serious challenges these proposals shed light on and protect the county taxpayer from another foolish buildup. Thank you. 7 July 25 is when I emailed it in. I'd also like to discuss what the town of Plattsburgh is doing off of Route 22. There was 139 acres. They converted it from residential woods, beautiful woods, to industrial, only to suit Schluter Industries. I went to the rezoning hearing. I testified. Cashman was there, the supervisor. He said you cannot say the word Schluter, but we all knew it was to suit Schluter. What they are doing now is they want to have built a 773,000 square foot building there, warehouse. That would be the equivalent of 850 feet by 910 feet with parking lots. 200 employees, more housing required, more sewage disposal, more traffic on Route 3. This is our front yard. 50 trucks a day. Can you imagine 50 trucks a day coming in and out of this once wooded area? 50 acres of, what do I have here? Oh, 50 acres of disturbance of the 139 acres. And because it's industrial, they can expand more. There's also a height limit of 60 feet. They propose a 100-foot high structure. There'll be an area variance coming up. Anyway, this is one of the examples of what us residents are up against in this area because elected legislators, perhaps without aviation background, like me, are making decisions where we have to all of us have to pay higher taxes to support these, to me, absurd ideas. I think I've spoken what I want to speak, and I'm glad it's on the record. I believe you're the new deputy.
I'm the deputy county administrator.
Exactly. I'm going to give you, as we normally do, to Mr. Searle, a copy of this. What I read when I spoke on June 11th was very accurate. I appreciate the secretary correctly dictating into the record what and how I speak. Thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you.
You all have a good night.
I believe that is all, correct? All right. Committee reports. Now the committee reports, I'll call on the chairperson of each committee in order by committee, starting with Buildings and Grounds, Legislature.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Building and Grounds Committee meeting scheduled for Monday, July 14th was canceled. The next Building and Grounds Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, August 11th at 4 p.m.
Very good, thank you. Children and Family Services, Legislator Perrier.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Children and Family Services Committee met on Tuesday, July 1st. Castine, the Commissioner of the Department of Social Services, and Gretchen Crowning-Shield, the Deputy Commissioner, were present to discuss the resolutions authorizing supervision and treatment services for juvenile plan fund grant application and acceptance, and authorizing contract with Youth Advocate Program Incorporated. Ms. Peters also discussed the work participation rates and the family supplemental plan. Resolutions 482 and 483 have been placed on the agenda based on the committee's recommendations. The next Children and Family Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, August 5th at 5 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much. Economic Development, County Operations, Legislator Walden.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Economic Development and County Operations Committee met earlier. Tammy Lacey, the Real Property Director, was present to discuss her letter of intent for renewal of her term. Molly Ryan, the Economic Development Director, was also in attendance to discuss the resolutions authorizing change order number 3 with ECM Enterprises Incorporated, DBA Ace Electric. Ms. Ryan also updated the committee on Clinton Community College, the Clinton Business Innovation Gateway, and the County of Clinton Industrial Development Agency. Shannon Thayer, the Planning Director, was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing the purchase agent to solicit requests for proposals for the Clinton County Countywide Resiliency Plan, and authorizing contract with Barton and LaJudas, DPC, to perform consulting services for the Brownfield Opportunity Area Program grant. David Randall, the Information Technology Director, was also present to discuss the resolution authorizing payment of membership dues. The committee also discussed the resolution authorizing the Deputy County Treasurer to decrease appropriation and corresponding revenue for the 2024-2025 snowmobile grant. Resolutions 484 through 489 have been placed on the agenda based on the committee's recommendation. The next Economic Development and County Operations Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, August 13th at 3 o'clock p.m. End of report.
Thank you, ma'am. Finance Committee, Legislator Evans.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Finance Committee meeting scheduled for Wednesday, July 2nd was canceled. The committee was pulled on resolution 490 on Friday, July 11th. The next Finance Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, August 6th at 5:15 p.m.
Thank you, sir. Health Committee, Legislator Zadai.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Health Committee met on Wednesday, July 2nd. Michelle Gregory, the Director of Community Services, was present to discuss the resolution authorizing out-of-state travel. Ms. Gregory also discussed the New York State Overdose Intervention Initiative. Krista Vancourt, the Children's Services Coordinator, was present to discuss the resolution awarding request for proposal for preschool transportation services. I want to jump off for just a second. Page 12 of your resolutions has that on there. That is the transportation of preschool students. Currently, the county is responsible for getting the children to school, not the school districts. That number went from $670,000 to $1,183,000 to transport those students. I want to make you aware of it because it's a humongous jump. They were the only bidder. They've been the only bidder for years. I don't have a solution to it, but I want to make everybody aware. It's a large expense. It would be nice if we could push the state government to push the school districts, that the school districts would have to pick them up. Just want to help everyone understand that huge expense. Jeff Sissons, the Director of Public Health, discussed the resolutions authorizing contract with Creative Communities Planning LLC and authorizing the application and acceptance of Jewel settlement funds. Mr. Sissons also discussed the Director's report for May 2025 and the Health Department report for June 2025. Resolutions 491 through 494 have been placed on the agenda on the committee's recommendation. The next Health Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, August 6th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much, sir. Human Services Committee, Legislature.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Human Services Committee meeting scheduled for Tuesday, July 1st was canceled. The next Human Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, August 5th at 4:15 p.m. Darlene and Kevin are both out of town.
Okay. Personnel Committee. The Personnel Committee met on Tuesday, July 8th. The resolutions 495 through 518 have been placed on tonight's agenda based on the committee's recommendations. And the next Personnel Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, August 4th at 5 p.m. Plattsburgh International Airport, Legislator Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Plattsburgh International Airport Committee met earlier. Jamie Franciconi, the Deputy Airport Director, was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing lease agreement with Harlan Films LLC and authorizing contract with Upstate New York Plow and Truck Body LLC. Resolutions 519 through 532 have been placed on the agenda based on the committee's recommendation. Resolution 525 has been withdrawn. The next Plattsburgh International Airport Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, August 13th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much. Public Safety Committee, Legislator Castine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. The Public Safety Committee met on Tuesday, July 8th. Andrew Wiley, the District Attorney, was present to discuss the resolution authorizing out-of-state travel. Jamie Rock, the Executive Director of the Child Advocacy Center, was present to discuss the resolutions authorizing contract with New York State Office of Children and Family Services grant acceptance and authorizing New York State Office of Victim Services grant acceptance. Jamie Mocknell, the Public Defender, was also in attendance to discuss the resolutions authorizing contract with Oval Development LLC and authorizing payment of membership dues. Resolutions 533 through 541 have been placed on the agenda based on the committee's recommendations. The next Public Safety Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, August 4th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you very much. Transportation Committee, Legislator Cretchmer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Transportation Committee met on Monday, July 14th. Shannon Thayer, the Planning Director, was present to discuss the resolutions authorizing contract with Transpo Group Mobility Management Services and establishing fees to collect from non-governmental entities for inspection services and vehicle storage. Ms. Thayer also discussed Clinton County Public Transit drivers' pay. Carl Weiss, the Highway Superintendent, was also in attendance to discuss the resolutions authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit bids for various materials and services as needed for the year 2026, and authorizing contract with Albany Tank Services Incorporated. Resolutions number 542 through 545 have been placed on the agenda based on the committee's recommendation, and the next Transportation Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, August 11th at 5:15 p.m. And that's the end of the report.
Thank you very much. Liaison reports. Board of Health, Legislator Lemoyne.
No report, sir.
Chamber of Commerce, Legislator Cretchmer.
I do have a report. Let's see. The Chamber was able to participate in the NYSTIA meeting. Sorry, I don't know what that stands for. But it was a board meeting discussing with I Love New York to discuss upcoming actions related to Canadian outreach. There has also been a Canadian Visitation Sentiment Survey that the Bureau is conducting to follow up with tourism partners to gauge their sentiments on business performance in the summer season. There's been a lot of collateral marketing and programming and campaigns. They've started the Welcome Canadian campaign and cross-border deal, kind of welcoming Canadians into the area through targeted messaging and exclusive offers. They've also done a lot of Canadian media coverage, where they participated in several high-profile media interviews with Radio Canada, CNN, La Soleil, CBC, National News, Wall Street Journal, Andrew Carter Morning Show, CTV Montreal, and CTV Ontario, as well as Reddit. They're going to be working on some streaming ad placements through platforms like Hulu, Disney, and Disney Plus. Also, the America 250 website is live, which is battlecore.com, and they've received approval from the Clinton County America 250 committee to launch that website, so go check it out. In regard to reenactments, Christie has met with a number of people for reenactment plans for 2026, highlighting the Adirondack Coast. Some influencers continue to do their video and promotions on social media platforms, as well as advertising on social media. Let's see. They've also just been doing a lot of advertising for the upcoming fishing tournaments, also the I Love New York Path Through History weekend, and there's more, but they're doing a lot for us, and I guess that just kind of scratches the surface.
Very good, thank you. Clinton Community College, Legislator Walden.
No report.
Thank you. Community Service Board, Legislator Castine.
No report at this time.
Cooperative Extension, Legislator Timmons.
No report.
Intercounty, Legislator Randall.
I apologize, I missed the June 26th meeting due to a family emergency.
Yes, I was aware of that. Thank you for telling me about it.
So I'll bring the minutes back from that one at the next meeting. The next meeting is scheduled Thursday, July 24th in Hamilton County at the Long Lake New York Lodge. So like I said, I'll give you a report next month, and I apologize for missing that one.
That's fine. LCLG, Regional Planning Board, Legislator President Randall.
Yeah, we had a LCLG meeting about a week or so ago where we just discussed some changes to bylaws as well as all of the initiatives that LCLG is helping to facilitate throughout their coverage area. And there will be a board retreat upcoming, and that'll just be a time for the board to get together, strategize, and further understand all that LCLG is doing for our region.
Very good, thank you. Soil and Water, Legislator Zio Timmons.
No report.
We still have Soil and Water?
Yeah.
We didn't lose it.
I had to miss the last meeting because I was picking wires off the ground. A big tree that went over, so I wasn't able to make the meeting.
Oh, so you'd rather do that?
Yeah, well, it pays a little more.
What are you
We
gonna
actually meet tomorrow night.
I think that was a good decision.
Tomorrow night's our next meeting, so.
Workforce Development Board, Legislator
No report.
No report. Very good. Staff reports, Ms. Keller.
Yes, I would like to request an executive session to discuss ongoing or pending litigation, sale of real property, and the employment history of a particular individual. And I would also like to let everybody know that at 6:30 p.m. down at Schuyler Falls Town Hall, there is the meeting regarding the new water district on Sand Road that the county has a $5 million grant to build that for them, and the town wants to have residents petition. So our Department of Health team went around door to door last week with this little flyer that gives some information. If anybody would like a copy, I brought some extras today, and we are very hopeful that with the support of the town and Legislator Randall and future county administrator and Commissioner of Social Services Christine Peters are going to go there tonight, and Christine's even going to be notarizing signatures. So thank you for taking that on, both of you.
Very good. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, well, we got enough there. Ms. Skinny?
We have a couple updates. So I provided a copy of the September schedule for you. So we do need to discuss, and if you wanted to make a decision tonight, if you're comfortable with that, but there are two meetings in September, the 10th and the 24th, but most of us are going to NISAC between the 7th and the 10th, and because it's so far away, we are not going to be able to get back in time. So we can either have a full board meeting on the 17th and the 24th, or if you're comfortable to consolidate the two meetings into one and have it on the 17th.
Sure.
On the 7th, no, you meant the 24th?
No, 7th.
17th.
Do like we're doing today.
Yeah, where it's
So it's
split in the
right
middle of
the
the.
one.
Oh, I see. Oh, so you're going to combine both and split it in the middle. I got it.
Just like we did tonight with all
Yeah.
all three meetings.
What do y'all think? I think it's a good idea, but.
Are you comfortable with that? Okay.
Everybody good?
We'll adjust accordingly.
Okay, then we'll put it on the 17th.
So the next full board meeting, there will be a resolution.
One caveat though, we can't have over 175 resolutions.
Okay, all right. Christine will be the administrator.
No, that's right. So we can blame you. Okay.
And then the other quick update I have, so at the last finance meeting, you approved our $5 million ban was expiring for Clinton Community College. So the legislature approved, $2.5 million of it to pay off, and the other 2.5 to go through a 5-year bond. So during this whole process, we've also been working with our consultants to try to change our Moody's rating, which is basically the percentage that they charge us for these bonds and bans. So we have been at the same rating for decades, and I think about 10 years ago, Mike tried to petition to get our rating changed, and we were denied. So just last week, we had a pretty extensive interview process with Moody's, and we did just get word that we were successful in a rate change. So we went from A1 to AA3, which is basically one step up. They tell us that's pretty significant, so our percentage for this new bond will be adjusted accordingly. And we should get all adjustments for our insurance ratings. So it's very good news. And so there will be a press release in the Press Republican in the next couple days. Just want to make you all aware.
Yeah, that's not insignificant, as I'm sure you understand. It's a big step. And it will be a savings in the future for everyone. And it took a lot of work, as you say, it took years and years. So thank you to Michael and everybody involved for doing that. That's a very good thing. Anything else?
Just quickly, one other item. I know Molly mentioned in the operational meeting, Patty's full committee meeting, but Christine and I, and Molly Ryan, and Kristen Eilers, and Jim Cleveland met yesterday at Clinton Community College with their leadership team. They indicated to us that they will be moving out sooner than they thought, and so we're really working with them to make sure all of the contracts are in place. And I think that you had shared that the most important things are the security of the facility, and so we are working through that. We're going to meet in the next two weeks.
Okay, very good. All right, if there's nothing further, we will go to the resolutions. Before voting on the resolutions, I want to note the majority of the resolutions have been thoroughly discussed by the appropriate committee, and the legislature is taking action tonight based primarily on the recommendation of those committees. We'll do the titles of the resolutions to be acted upon. We'll kick it off.
Resolution 482, authorizing supervision and treatment services for juvenile plan funds grant application and acceptance, social services.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Lemoyne. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 483, authorizing contract with Youth Advocate Program Incorporated, social services.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Randall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 484, amending resolution number 226 dated April 9th, 2025, titled Authorizing Change Order Number 3 with ECM Enterprises Incorporated, Ace Electric, Economic Development.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carries.
Resolution 485, authorizing the Deputy County Treasurer to decrease appropriation and corresponding revenue for the 2024-2025 Snowmobile Trail Grant Legislature.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Cresser. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carries.
Resolution 486, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit requests for proposal for the Clinton County Countywide Resilience Plan Planning Department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 487, authorizing payment of membership dues, Planning Department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 488, authorizing contract with Barton and LaJudas DPC to perform consulting services for the Brownfield Opportunity Area Program Grant, Planning Department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 489, authorizing payment of membership dues, Information Technology.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Cresser. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 490, approving transfer from the Clinton Community College charter budget, Legislature.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 491, authorizing contract with Creative Communities Planning LLC Health Department.
Motion, legislator Bizzaio. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 492, awarding request for proposal for preschool transportation services, Health Department.
Motion, legislator Bizzaio. Second, legislator Lemoine. Discussion.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am.
I actually voted no on this resolution in committee. And it's important that this year, so rather than sign a contract, the county went ahead and is hiring this company for a year, so that we can figure out a new path forward. So I voted no because I think we should be paying the school districts and not a private company this amount and not as much, but I think, as Mr. Presidio said earlier, that perhaps moving forward, the school districts and the county can come together and figure out how to make this happen without it costing us so much.
Yeah,
Is that something we would do in economic development, or is that something we would do in finance, or how do you see?
Jeff Sissons has had some meetings with school superintendents. He's not getting a warm, fuzzy feeling out of them, but he is trying to push forward to see if there's some of the schools, like Beatontown may be one of the first schools that can take over picking up those children, because a lot of them are in their area and in their same bus routes.
Right. I may be completely mistaken, but it seems to me a few years ago this came up.
This has come up for years.
Right, but it wasn't as significant.
The difference is we've done, for years, we've discussed this situation, but now, they've even proposed that we buy a fleet of buses for them. It's not sustainable anymore, is my point. So as Legislator Presidio stated earlier, I think it's diligent, and it has to pass now. I understand, I'm the only no, I'm not lobbying, but moving forward, this has to, we have to pay attention to this. Because we only bought a year, so the lease will be coming up, or the contract will be coming up.
At the last NICEC meeting, I participated in a big discussion about this, and unfortunately, we're joining a lot of other counties that are going above the $1 million mark to transfer young children preschool to the school districts that actually
Do we
teach
know
them.
why? I'm assuming you, but can
Yeah.
you tell us why there was a $400,000 increase? That's significant, as you said.
Right.
Why?
They need the buses.
Yeah, their drivers
Need a
cost
bus
money,
or-
they need new buses. Their buses are 15 years old that they use, which is when we first started using First Transit 15 years ago, I guess they bought a fleet of buses, but,
So
so
would it
they're
be
claiming
reasonable
that
to
their
assume,
price is up because they gotta replace 3 buses a year, whatever.
do they have, well, we can talk about all that later, but do they have, like with most school districts, replace a few buses at a time instead of buying them all at once?
Right.
Do
This
they have,
doesn't seem to be the case.
they just,
Yeah, and it's costing, this will cost the taxpayer $700 a day per bus, which picks up probably 3 children in an area. So the other option is to pay parents to bring their children to school, would save us money. There are many other options that need to thoroughly be discussed before we come back and do this contract.
and this is the only bidder this year
Yeah,
or always?
Always.
Always. Since I've been here for 4 years, they've been the only bidder.
And some counties don't get any bids.
Yes.
I was at Beamantown School today, and I actually brought this up with the school business official. They're the only school district that actually transport their children. They only transport 4-year-olds on their school buses. Anybody that has a 3-year-old that wants to take part in their pre-K programs have to transport those
Transport
children
themselves.
themselves, and then they get reimbursed, but they're the only school district that does that.
Is
And
it,
they transport those kids on the regular school buses with all of the other elementary.
will the other kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it reasonable to assume if, probably not, I already answered my own question, I know, but they spent, to buy new buses, part of this $400,000, would it be reasonable to assume that next year, how long is this contract good for?
1
A
year.
year.
They wanted
So-
a 3-year deal, but we would not accept the numbers.
Yeah. So would it go down next year because they bought the buses this year, now they're only making payments? Is that not?
I think that what the problem is it really hasn't thoroughly been,
Fleshed out.
yes, to really get together, with the school districts and figure this out. I mean, I think that would be probably the first thing that needs to happen.
Okay.
And figure out where's a meeting place, to bring them to the school. But many of these children that are being picked up probably have siblings on the bus. But, we have this first transit doing it.
So we're talking about 5, 4, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, well, basically 4-year-olds?
Probably, yeah, I'm not
Once
sure.
once they're kindergarten age, then the school district has to pick them up. Once they're kindergarten ready or.
All right. All right. Yeah, we need to look into it, you're right. Any further discussion?
Only that, if I may say, that if they're a company, they should have foreseen the need for buses and should have, funded them appropriately over the last 15 years rather than the county fitting the whole bill. I mean, we're paying them to provide the service. Now they're saying that we gotta buy the buses for them to provide the service, basically. I mean, that's what I got out of that. It's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. Hopefully there'll be some answers out there. Anything more? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Thank you, Mel. Bobby voted.
Oh, right.
Voted
Okay,
Bobby.
yes.
Or better know.
We will record that in the roll call, but we'll vote that.
Yeah. Was it Carrie?
I'm sorry?
Did you say Carrie? Carrie?
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Resolution 493, authorizing the application and acceptance of Jewel Settlement Funds Health Department.
Motion, legislator Zia, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion?
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 494, authorizing out-of-state travel, mental health, and addiction services.
Motion, legislator Zia, second, legislator Castine. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 495, approving backfill of a permanent full-time correction officer position, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 496, approving backfill of a permanent full-time correction officer position, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 497, approving backfill of a permanent full-time deputy sheriff, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 498, approving backfill of a permanent part-time special patrol officer position, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 499, approving special request to hire a deputy sheriff at grade 1, step 5 of the salary scale, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 500, approving special request to hire a deputy sheriff at grade 1, step 5 of the salary scale, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 501, approving backfill of a permanent full-time social welfare examiner position, social services.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 502, approving backfill of a permanent full-time senior caseworker position, social services.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 503, approving backfill of a permanent full-time family support worker position, social services.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 504, approving backfill of a permanent full-time senior emergency communications dispatcher position, emergency services.
Motion, legislator Kretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 505, approving backfill of a permanent full-time emergency communications dispatcher position, emergency services.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 506, approving backfill of a permanent full-time emergency communications dispatcher position, emergency services.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 507, approving backfill of a permanent full-time assessment control examiner position, real property.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 508, approving backfill of a permanent full-time public health sanitarian position, health department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 509, approving backfill of a permanent full-time public health nurse position, health department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 510, approving backfill of a permanent full-time staff nurse position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 511, approving backfill of a permanent full-time activities aid position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 512, approving backfill of a permanent full-time nurses aid position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 513, approving backfill of a permanent full-time nurses aid position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Kretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 514, approving backfill of a permanent full-time licensed practical nurse position, nursing home.
There'll be a motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 515, approving backfill of a permanent full-time environmental services worker position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 516, approving creation of a permanent full-time dietary attendant position nursing home.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 517, approving creation of a permanent full-time nurses aide position nursing home.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 518, approving creation of a permanent full-time nurses aide position nursing home.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Gretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Could I just ask a question? Are all these employees going to be transferred over fully on that?
What was the question here?
For the nursing home, we just hired a bunch of people. Are they all being transferred after that?
I mean, they have the opportunity to transfer over if they wanted to, absolutely, depending on the position that they have. But we are also, the personnel department has been having hours over there where we're meeting with employees who want to transition to county
It just seems
departments.
like
to try that.
it's going good for staff, and that's it.
I think we had, haven't we had a couple over, like last year, I think some have already
Yep,
gone.
yep, yep.
I think we replaced them, but if they wanted to go, we found spots for them.
A lot of these positions too, they had kept vacant, but now they need them because the nursing home administrator has upped the admissions there. So there's a lot more residents that they need the staffing.
Look, it's plus all the way around, I guess.
Any other discussion questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 519, authorizing contract amendment with Environmental and Fueling Systems LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Rosado. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 520, authorizing agreement with CNS Engineering Incorporated for construction, observation, and administration services for the airport-wide access gate control and security upgrades Phase 1 construction project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 521, authorizing contract amendment with Music Services of Vermont Incorporated, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Perrier, second. Excuse me. Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 522, authorizing lease agreement with Harlan Films LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 523, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit requests for proposals for the airport fuel tank maintenance and repair contract, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Rosado. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 524, authorizing lump sum contract with Lake Champlain Roofing Holdings LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 525 has been withdrawn tonight.
Yes.
Resolution 526, authorizing change order number 2 and final with Murnane Building Contractors Incorporated, installation of the passenger boarding bridge Gate 2 construction project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 527, authorizing supplemental agreement number 1 with CNS Engineering Incorporated for construction, observation, and administrative services for the installation of the passenger boarding bridge Gate 2 construction project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 528, authorizing contract with CNS Engineering Incorporated for airport concessions disadvantaged business enterprise program administration, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution Resolution 529, amending resolution number 302 dated April 30th, 2025, titled Authorizing Lease Agreement with Smart Chillers Incorporated, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Buzzio. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 530, authorizing contract with Upstate New York Plow and Truck Body LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 531, authorizing contract with Controlled Touch Systems LLC, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 532, amending resolution number 465 dated June 25th, 2025, titled Authorizing Lease Agreement with Plain Masters Ltd., Plattsburgh International.
Motion, Legislator Hall, second, Legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 533, authorizing out-of-state travel, District Attorney.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 534, authorizing contract with the New York State Office of Children and Family Services Grant Acceptance, District Attorney Child Advocacy Center.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 535, authorizing New York State Office of Victim Services Grant Acceptance, District Attorney's Office, Child Advocacy Center.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 536, authorizing contract with Oval Development LLC, Public Defender's Office.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 537, authorizing payment of membership dues, Public Defender's Office.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 538, authorizing out-of-state travel emergency services.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 539, authorizing 2025 Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Services Next Generation 911 Grant Program Application and Acceptance, Emergency Services.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 540, authorizing 2024-2025 Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Services statewide interoperable communications targeted grant program application, emergency services.
Just a second. Thank you. Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 541, authorizing contract with Psychological Resources Incorporated, emergency services.
Motion, Legislator Castine, second, Legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 542, authorizing contract with Transpo Group for mobility management services, Clinton County Public Transit.
Motion, Legislator Kretzer, second, Legislator Buzzio. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 543, establishing fees to collect from non-governmental entities for inspection services and vehicle storage, Clinton County Public Transit.
Motion, Legislator Kretzer, second, Legislator Lemoyne. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 544, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit bids for various materials and services as needed for the year 2026 Highway Department.
Motion, Legislator Kretzer, second, Legislator Randall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 545, authorizing contract with Albany Tank Services Incorporated, Highway Department.
Motion, Legislator Kretzer, second, Legislator Buzzio. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 546, authorizing the Deputy County Treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for the local government units opioid settlement funds, mental health and addiction.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Preside. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 547, voiding purchase forfeiture of deposit in the town of Moores and Schuyler Falls.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion.
I just wanted to provide you some information on this that Becky shared with me. So there were two properties at the foreclosure tax auction where individuals paid the deposit and the sale they never proceeded with the sale. And so one of the properties, let's see, the Schuyler Falls property went to the second bidder, the backup bidder, for the amount of $5,000. And the town of Moore's property will be coming up on the one-day auction that we're going to hold. It's all online. It's going to be on July 30th. And she indicated to me that the auction company sends out emails to everybody that was registered in the auction to try to get that property sold.
Do they lose their deposit?
They lose their deposit, yep. So that was $5,500 for one and $1,200 for the other. They lost the deposit.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 548, authorizing the Deputy County Treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Youth Recreation Youth Bureau.
That doesn't have anything to do with what we were talking about earlier, does it?
No, the amounts are not.
Oh, yeah, okay, $1,000. Thank you. Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 549, authorizing the Deputy County Treasurer to adjust appropriation and corresponding revenue for various Youth Bureau programs, Youth Bureau.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
And Resolution 550, amending Resolution Number 480 dated June 25th, 2025, entitled Authorizing Contract with Fisher, Bissett, Muldowney, and McCardle, LLP, Legislature.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried. Okay. If we have nothing further, I'd entertain a motion to go into executive session. Motion by legislator Perrier, second by legislator Kretzer. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
We make it easy,
Executive
guys.
session in just a minute. We have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Second by legislator Timmons. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Good job.
We're adjourned.